Hey guys, what's up? So we got here an HP 15. This is your typical run-of-the-mill, I don't know, $400 computer. And we got a broken screen, so I'm gonna go over that briefly. This is the, non-touch, just basically a little bezel going all the way around. One of the simplest of the repairs. Let me actually throw up a model number on this. It's G as in George 020DX. Alright, so when you do these, you want to take a look. If you got an external battery, pop that off. You don't want any power in it. If you got an internal battery, which is probably more common nowadays, you should open it up and disconnect it. You want to take your chances. You could just kind of wing it, but you could have a problem. So here, what I like to recommend is get yourself a slim little pick. Find the separation there between the front bezel and that back cover. This one basically is going to be, this one's going to be all clips. There's no screws. You got to look really close. Some of these units will have a screw at the bottom with a little plastic cover. You won't see the screw, but it'll have a little rubber, plastic, something like that. So what I do here is try to find a weak spot. I see a lot of techs, they just kind of like force it in there and just drag it across, bust up all the clips. Very common, even here. I've seen it probably too many times. So slide it along and find a weak spot. You see, like right there, it just opened up. So you want to find a weak spot. It's not about, brawn. It's more about, brains. Find the weak spot there. So I already got a weak spot there, but I want to still go around, see if I find another one. Because these clips, they could either be, it's like a little fish hook, right? It could either be locking where you want to pull this up and down, up here, down, or it could be reverse. And until you don't have it open up and take a look, sometimes you can't tell. So this clip is gonna open up basically this way. I don't know if you could see it on video. They kind of want to go this way to get this opened up. So let's see if that kind of works out. So I want to give it a little pressure on the bottom to try to get it to open up that way. There you go. So you see, the pressure is going to be on this bottom because it's opening up like that, right? So if we do that, you kind of see it just pops right off, And if you feel it that it's too hard, just leave it alone, skip it, and go to another one. Because eventually, once half of it or 2/3 gets loose, the one that's really stuck is just going to fall off. So this does have a lot of clips, so yeah, if you break one or two, it's probably not going to make a difference, but I mean, why break them, Be cautious. Do your 5-star, repair. Do the best you can. So we got half of it out. Well, not half. All right, let's see what we got over here. This side's a little tougher, right? All right, I'm gonna go around. This is a little tougher up there. Again, look for weak spots. No weak spots on this side. Maybe start from the bottom. See if we can find a little spot down here. Nope. Nothing on that side. So we're going to give a little pressure from the bottom. Let's see what we get. Check out this side here. What do we got over here? Here is pretty intact. Okay, so you see, once you know again, like that the hook is coming this way, pop the little spudger underneath, give yourself a little angle, and you saw that they just pop right off. So we're probably gonna have very few broken clips. And sometimes at the bottom you might have some double-sided tape, and you'll see that once you get all this open, then it'll be easy. Yeah, so that's, there you go. Bada boom, bada boom. See, that was a little clip that busted right there. Yeah, so it's got some tape right here. You want to go slow, even though here more than likely you're probably not going to have any flexes here to damage, but you know, as a general rule, you know, you might be working on another unit. You want to take a look here, make sure you don't have any flexes there that you might damage disassembling. And all the way around, what you get down here. Okay, then we're going to separate the back. We're going to go around the other side and separate the bottom part, which feels already separated. Pop straight up, and then take a look also if your bezel is together with your hinge. So in this case, this bezel and hinge are one piece, so you gotta separate that that little hinge cover right there. Sometimes they're not, sometimes they're two pieces. So we'll go around, and you can see there, actually it's already separated. These get messed up pretty often. I think these are kind of messed up already because they're open and I didn't even mess with them. Another little plastic piece. So when you see all these little plastic pieces, those are the little clips that are breaking. Some of them are going to break, but you don't want to have too many of them break. And we should be good to go here. Let's see. So, alright, so what happened here is you got a whole film that covers that back, what is it, little board, and that film is still stuck on to the bezel, so you gotta get that separated from there. That's what's holding the bezel in place. Want to rip it off, frankly. Yeah. Yeah, so that's not common, but get that. And you'll see what I'm talking about when I get the bezel off, what's holding it down here. That tape now is separated, and you should just come right off. And there you go. So see this tape here, you can see that. So when the bezel got open, it just stick to the other side. So that's what's holding it in place. So we're good to go. And then usually these have 4 or 6 screws, not much. Maybe 4. Actually. While you're at it, check all these screws, tighten them up. 8 out of 10 times you're gonna have some loose screws. So once you're at it, you might as well give them a little tightening up. Yeah, all of these are loose. Yeesh. Yeah. And some of these LCDs will have screws on the sides, so you do have to pull the whole hinge off, but this one is just, that's it, those 4 little screws. Got the little tape over here. Careful with this flex. They're pretty rugged, but you know, they could still get messed up. And that's what you got. So that's 40 pin on the right. We're gonna take a look and see if we have one in stock and pop that baby right on. So we're going to give it a crack, see if this is good to go. Yeah, I'm recording over here. I'm not talking to myself. Well, I am talking to myself too, but. Alright, let's give it a shot. So don't got the right password. So bottom line here would go up to put it up, do a pixel check as I've done before on the other videos. I'd probably put a little extra tape on here. This tape looks like it's getting a little weak. I put one little line of tape on there, and that's it. Put it back together, and we're good to go. And that's what's going on today at PC 911.